here, Orlando-based flight attendant. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. I just finished getting ready and packing my lunchbox because I'm heading over to the airport. I'm back to work after 9 days off. I spent all these past 9 days in Colombia. It was just the most wonderful experience. Today we're doing just a turn. We're going somewhere, coming right back. I'm gonna gather all my stuff, head out the door, make my way to the airport. Let's get this vlog started. It is currently 5:24 a.m. I have a report time of 6:22 a.m. We're starting a little light with a 4.5 hour credit turn, which is not really a lot, but I figured if I'm only gonna have a day off before I come back to work, I should start with something light. So we're only working one leg to Cancun and then we're coming right back. So we should be back around 1 p.m. I know both flights are going to be under 2 hours. The Florida area is currently under a tropical storm watch. So I was hoping that, you know, I get some sort of alert this morning so that I could stay in, you know, maybe a little pay protection, but none of that happens. Today I didn't have time to meal prep. Good thing I went and had dinner with my sister, so I have some leftover tacos from last night. So that's what we're gonna have for lunch, but we don't have breakfast. We're gonna go ahead and head over to that long line for the shuttle and then make our way to the terminal, get some brekkie, and I think I'm gonna stop by the crew room to get some coffee. I have to check my V file because you guys, okay, it's August, but your boy is celebrating 3 years at the Green Airline. I can't believe that I've been vlogging for the past 3 years and you guys have seen it all. You guys have seen my very, very low when I started. I had no idea what I was getting myself into up until now that I still sometimes don't know what I'm getting myself into, but it works out. I got so excited that I didn't even tell you, but the reason why I wanted to check my V file in the crew room is because my 3-year anniversary certificate should be there and also my year 3 pin. So let's see if it's actually there. Also, I need to go to the crew room to collect my new ID that expires this month, but I think we're gonna have to collect the ID when I get back from the turn. So I think that's it for the updates. Let's go. Alright guys, I made it to the terminal. I stopped in the crew room on my way here. However, I didn't have a anniversary certificate yet or a pin, which makes sense because really my anniversary is not until the end of the month. Then I checked to see what were the times to swap my ID, and it starts at 8:30 until like 8 p.m. So I'm gonna have to do that when I get back from my turn. I won't be able to swap my ID now, which is fine because as long as I'm able to get it done today when I get back, then I'll be fine and I don't need to worry about it. Although my ID is good until the end of the month and I have plenty of more flying, so I don't really need to worry, but if I can get it done to then, that'll be great. It's currently 6:07. My report time is 6:22. I already checked in. I don't need to be at the gate until 6:32, and usually boarding starts 5 minutes after that. Look what I just found in the car. 30,000 pesos, Colombian pesos. Back to the parking lot, which I feel like is where almost everything started. That airport is madness, guys. I just looked at the board with like all the airlines and all the flights, and it's like delay after delay, cancellation after cancellation, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Tropical storm Debbie is approaching the area, so we'll see what happens between tonight and tomorrow. I am supposed to come back to work tomorrow. I have a Chicago Midway turn. I already saw that they were changing some flying times, so I am curious to see what ends up happening. Now I am on my way home and I have a few hours to rest before I need to be back at the airport. Let's go home and let's figure out the rest of the day. Friends, and welcome to another day, another turn. Today we're flying through a hurricane to go to Chicago Midway and come back to Orlando. Let's get our stuff, head over to the airport and see how today goes. Well guys, we're back home. It is currently 8:37. I'm not happy about this. I'm smiling because I'm home, but I am not happy about this because I'm a passenger too, and it is very difficult when they cancel a flight, but they did cancel my Chicago Midway turn. I didn't find out until I got to the gate that I actually saw the madness because I never got a notification that my pairing was canceled. and obviously people weren't happy, and I understand that everyone's situation is different. Some might be traveling for leisure, some might be traveling for personal reasons. So, you know, there's still empathy. Lord knows in my heart that flying through a storm was not something that I was necessarily excited about, you know. Later on today, I have to go to the grocery store. I have to meal prep and pack because tomorrow I start a 4-day trip. That's it for today as far as turns. At first, I thought that I was going to vlog just a Cancun turn yesterday, and then I was like, let me vlog the Chicago Midway turn and do a week of turns, but turns out that I canceled. And then I thought about why not do a whole week in my life as a flight attendant. So here it is. This is what happened in day 2. Tomorrow is another day with the trip, and we'll see what happens. Made it to St. Louis, we worked one leg, and now we are working a Cancun turn out of here. We're gonna end the night here in St. Louis for 24 hours, so I'll see you when we get back to St. Louis. Well, hello guys, and welcome to St. Louis. I did everything different today. When I got to my room, I was like, I'm not gonna talk, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna put all my stuff away, get in the shower, get ready, take a little break for maybe 45 minutes of doing nothing, and then get to the vlogging. So here we are. It is currently 7:06. We got here close to, I want to say like 6:15, 6:20 p.m. I'm going to tell you all about today. Today we did 3 legs. We started in Orlando. Our first flight was 2 hours. That's not right. It says 2:13, but I feel like it was longer. Our second flight was 2 hours and 52 minutes. And then our last flight was 2 hours and 33, which originally was supposed to be 2:42. So our total credit for today is 9 hours and 20 minutes. Our block, which is what we actually work, was 8 hours and 48 minutes. Total duty for today, 13 hours and 6 minutes. And our time away from base for this trip is 72 hours and 27 minutes. This trip that I'm working is the one that I was supposed to work last month. I had 2 of these, and then every trip my Denver Las Vegas flight canceled, so I had to overnight in Denver, and then the next day I had to deadhead to Vegas to operate the flight from Vegas to Orlando. So if everything goes according to plan and my schedule doesn't change, tomorrow we should be laying over in Vegas. Our total credit for this trip is really not a lot. Is 18 hours and 31 minutes. We are struggling here with these trips. The line holder number went down, so that means that in a way I kind of moved to the bottom, even though people senior to me has either gone on company leave of absence or low time positions. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling a little stressed out and a little anxious, and I don't want to use the word discouraged because I don't really think I feel discouraged, but it's been a week. So I don't know, we can talk about that later, but overall today was a good day. We didn't have any delays. I'm actually going to meet downstairs with some of my coworkers. We're going to have a drink, and then I'm coming back to my room. Oh, I meal prepped for this trip, and guys, I ate on the flight coming here, and I made ground chicken with sweet potato cubes, broccoli, and then I threw tomatoes, onions, green onions, sour cream, and lettuce. Oh my god, I just discovered my favorite meal of all times. I can't wait to show you tomorrow. I have 2 more of those for the rest of the trip, and then I packed some berries, I have some yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, and all the good stuff because I ate a lot in Colombia and I gained like 4 pounds, which might not seem like a lot, but for me it's a lot because, you know, I've been putting in the hard work. But yeah, I don't want to gain weight. As long as I keep where I'm at right now, then I'm good. So I just need to slow down for maybe a week or 2, and then we'll be back to normal. This vlog will be out in a couple weeks, but even though you're seeing it a couple weeks after, I just got back from Colombia like 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and all I kept thinking about the entire day today was my Colombia trip. It was great. I loved it. I want to travel every month. Can't wait. I can't wait to keep discovering countries. I actually have a few more trips coming up. Your boy is really up for the adventure. I will most likely see you tomorrow. I think I want to take the rest of the night. It was a long day. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day. Good morning and welcome to the next day. I am just waking up. It is sometime around 8:30 in the morning, and today we are first having breakfast, and then I have to message everybody because I think we're gonna go to the Arch. Last time I was here, I asked you guys if you guys have gone all the way up top and if you guys felt like it was claustrophobic, and a lot of you guys share your stories, and I was like, you know what, I think I should go. I think next time that I am in St. Louis, I am going to the Arch and I'm going to attempt to go all the way to the top. So we don't have tickets, and the morning ones were sold out. So I think the next available one was around noon. We're going to meet downstairs around 10 a.m. and then we're going to hop on the metro all the way to downtown, and we're going to attempt to get tickets to the next available ride. I don't know what to call it. Is it a tram, an elevator? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's going to be kind of a long day of adventure. It's also raining here in St. Louis, so I don't know. I wish I, number one, brought an umbrella so I can share with everybody. Number two, I wish I brought proper clothes. I did not look at the weather, and all I have is like shorts and shirts. And last time I walked to the store, I was freezing, which probably exaggerating a little bit. I wasn't freezing, but it was cold. It was chilly. Let's see how today goes, so let's do it. Real quick, earlier this week I talked about picking up my badge, my new ID, and I have not been able to pick up my new ID because the times that I've been at the airport is either too early, or when I got back that one last time from my Cancun turn, I went into the international terminal, so I was not going to go to the A terminal to go pick up my badge and all of that. So I still have not picked up my badge. Even when I get back on this trip, I won't be able to pick it up because I get back at 6 a.m. and like the office opens at 8:30, so we're gonna have to wait until next week for that. But I thought I'd come on here to give you that update if I didn't before. It is a little later and I am ready to meet downstairs with my crew. It is 9:49 and we agreed to meet at 10. I'm gonna send them a message right now just as a reminder. I did talk to one and he already said that he's ready and he's going downstairs. So waiting for two more. Hopefully we're able to see the Arch inside. Let's have an awesome day. We made it to the Arch. All four of us are going to attempt to get tickets to see if we can go all the way to the top. This is amazing. I am so excited to go up top and tell you guys what I think and what is my experience like. I've actually never touched it, so let's do it. There it is. So it seems like there's a whole museum over here, which I did not know about. And there's also a whole documentary movie and a virtual reality theater and an art store and an Arch cafe. Okay, okay, Arch. We're giving it a try here, guys. Do you guys care to be in video?
No.
No? Wait, are you suffering there?
A little bit.
So we're trying it out. We still gotta wait for one more. I don't know.
Let me move this way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could finish. Yeah, we could finish.
I don't know.
But no one can see it.
So we got our tickets for 12:25. It is currently 11:51. In the meantime, we're gonna visit the museum and see what it is all about. And then we'll be making our way over to the little tram so we can go up to the top of this thing. In case you're wondering what the system is, these are basically the capsules, and we're just moving to the side all the way to the top. So I need to find my crew. I don't know where they went. We all kind of went our separate ways actually. We came here to buy coffee, but Wayne broke the machine, so now I can't get coffee. And we're just waiting. Is he gonna get coffee or is he gonna get a refund? Which one's it gonna be? They've literally called every single employee here to come fix this machine so that Wayne can get his coffee. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna order. I gotta give it to them. Aren't you hungry? Good one. It's just how it was built.
$1 billion for the building of the Gateway Arch. And on February 12th of 1963, by the way, 13 million then. That's a lot more money now.
I'll go after you guys.
I don't like this. I don't think I like this.
You don't?
I don't know.
You good?
Yep.
Head back there. All right, folks. At least you have snacks and water.
Yep. Oh, it leaves right away. You may have to share the snacks and water.
It's not really meant for tall people. How do you feel?
I feel good. I keep hitting my head.
It's just like inside an elevator shaft.
Think about how high we are.
630 feet.
600. I'll go last. Watch your head, guys. Together, there is a total of 100 steps between downstairs and up here. The tram takes about 4 minutes to get all the way up here, and then it's 3 minutes to go down. So much fun, guys. Here at the gift shop now, just looking at some stuff around, and after here we're going to eat some barbecue. One final look to the arch. It was great. I'm glad I came up here. Thanks for everybody that had me up in the comments to come here and experience it. I highly recommend it. As we're going for lunch, Salt and Smoke barbecue. We can't do beer, bourbon, can't do bourbon either because we gotta go to work. Made it back to the room. I feel like this day was so successful. We had such a great time. I am so happy that I went with my crew and I got to experience this. Pretty cool. Now we're here. It is 4:12. Our van is a 6:40, but I think I'm gonna head downstairs at 6:30. So I might take a nap until 5:30 and then wake up, start organizing the room, iron my uniform and all that because I didn't do any of that before I left. But I think I need a nap because we don't get to Vegas until very late at night. Let's do that. I'll catch you when it's time to get ready to head out the door and go work these 2 flights tonight. And just like that, guys, I am ready to head over to the airport. My luggage and everything is ready. We are working 2 flights tonight. Let me actually get my phone so I can tell you about flight stats. Tonight we're working 2 legs. We go from St. Louis to Denver, and then we have an hour and 35-minute sit. We switch aircrafts, and then we do Denver to Las Vegas. And when we switch aircrafts, we're downgrading. So on this flight to Denver, we're working on a 321 Neo, so we have capacity for 240 passengers, and then we downgrade to a 320 Neo. That one has capacity for 186 passengers. Our block for today is 4 hours and 27 minutes, and our credit is the same. Usually if our flights are overblocked, our block will go down, but our credit will remain the same. I know that's kind of confusing. Our duty tonight is 7 hours and 22 minutes, and we should have a 20-hour layover in Vegas. So that's what we're doing tonight. I'm ready to go home. Not gonna lie, this week I've been struggling. I don't know if it's the trips, I don't know if it's, you know, a lot of stuff that are happening with the schedules. Like it's kind of hard. Like I've been trying to get into our system every day to, you know, swap or even try to get productive stuff. I barely have 80 hours this month, and yeah, I don't know. Hopefully things change here in the upcoming weeks. Currently 6:18, I'm going downstairs now because I have to stop for ice, but our van is not really until 6:40, and our airport time is at 7:12, and the airport is super close, so we have plenty of time. Let's go to the airport and get to Vegas tonight. All right guys, made it to the plane like 2 hours ago, and we're currently on maintenance. We have an issue with one of our doors, so maintenance has been looking at it, and it's kind of a tricky situation, so they're taking a long time. We are still here. It is 8:41. Our report time was 7:12, so we don't know if we're gonna go. We've been thinking that there's a flight going to Vegas from here, so maybe they'll remove us from this flight, and because our plane is coming from somewhere else and we have different pilots, maybe they'll send other flight attendants from Denver to Las Vegas to operate that flight. Maybe we'll be able to go direct from St. Louis to Las Vegas, deadheading, but that's just a theory in case they do announce a cancellation. Right now I am going to snack a little bit. I haven't had any food since we went to barbecue, so I'm gonna go ahead and snack on this, and that's it guys. Let's see what happens tonight. Our flight just canceled. They couldn't figure out the door. The issue was the door would close from the inside, but from the outside it wouldn't close properly, so I don't think it's something they can fix here, and this is an outstation for us. So I'm not excited because I don't know what's going to happen with us now, and I'm also not excited because a lot of passengers were going to Denver and a lot of them had connections. So we're sitting here in the terminal. How do you feel about tonight?
I'm good. I'm great.
But you can continue on with the story of being yelled at in the...
Yeah, so we were yelled at on the train.
Crew schedule's calling y'all. So the update is that now we're gonna overnight here in St. Louis, and we're now working the red eye tomorrow night, so we're pay protected for the rest of the trip, and we get to Deadhead tomorrow back to base. So we're gonna continue eating berries here until we get the information for our hotel.
Can I get an amen?
And this is why I don't get rid of my room key, because I just got back to the same room that I had all day. It's still in the exact same shape that I left it, so I know for a fact that nobody was in here. The pillows are even exactly how I left them, and I remember leaving my water in the counter and it's still there. So now I got some water. This could have been a lot worse for us. It is currently 10:43 p.m. so technically we left at 6:40 to the airport. Our report time was 7:12, 10:43, and we are back in our rooms. This is probably one of the best case scenarios that's ever happened to me in my 3 years, because sometimes you have to sit and wait at the airport for a very long time before you can get a hotel, or you can get reassigned, or you can get a schedule update. You're not gonna believe this, but this happens at every airline, and I feel like that's something that should change for all airlines, because I have a lot of friends that work at other airlines and I see them go through it, and I've been through it myself, and a lot of coworkers of mine have been through it. And yeah, now I'm going to change, and I think I'm just gonna go to bed, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another day on this week of work. Welcome to another day. I did all the adventure that I was gonna do here in St. Louis yesterday, so I was like, I'm not going out anywhere. Yeah guys, that's pretty much what's happening today. Nothing else. Anyway guys, I am going to drink my decaf coffee, keep looking at open time, and I'm going to see you when it's time to head over to the airport to go on our Deadhead flight back to base. I am officially home and done with this week of work. This is what I am hoping that you guys get out of the video. Every time I showed up to work, I had the expectation of what my schedule said, and it ended up being a whole different thing. I think out of everything that I had this week, the only thing that went according to plan was a Cancun turn, and even then we ended up getting paid more than we were supposed to because our flights ended up being longer because of the storm. Every day we had something, and I really hope that you guys made it to the end of the video. I hope that you guys can see what it's really like to work as a flight attendant. This is a very, very fun job, even though sometimes there's long days, delays, and we sit at the airport. But I think the biggest thing of this week was being able to hang out with my entire crew in St. Louis. It is 11:45 now. I am so happy and so grateful that I get to sleep in my own bed tonight and I don't have to work the red eye. So again, hope that you guys did enjoy this vlog. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you next time for another adventure. Take care.